What's up, YouTube? This is Meditated Monkey here, and I am back with another video. Let's talk about my first ever lucid dream and how I got into the subject, and how I successfully achieved my very first lucid dream on my very first try. So I was one day I was laying downstairs in the basement, and I was watching TV, and I was watching this channel called G4, and I believe this, it was either two shows that was on that I remember from that channel. It was G4 TV, and the other one was called Attack of the Show. I think I was watching the one called Attack of the Show because I remember that one very well. Anyways, I'm on G4 TV, watching TV, and these guys are talking about something that's called a sleep REMI mask, and it was like basically a sleep REMI mask is when this mask flashes lights in your eyes right before you go to sleep, and it tells you, and you can be able to detect it when you're asleep, and you'll be able to know that you're dreaming, and you'll have a lucid dream. So after like hearing about the topic of lucid dreams, I had no idea of what a lucid dream actually was. So I get on Google and I start researching it, and I'm like learning so much. I'm like, wow, like, is this really true? So I decided to believe that it was true and that it was possible because I've started reading through so many stories and experiences on you like on Google and stuff, searching up so many topics, so many different methods. And I got on YouTube. I was literally looking at this. After like hearing about this, I was literally looking up like things for like 2 hours. So I got on YouTube, and there was this guy. I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's still on YouTube. But he talked about this method called like a alarm clock method, where he sets a bunch of alarm clocks, and it disturbs his sleep REM cycle. So what he said was, you set like 5 alarms. Set the first one for 5 minutes. You set the second alarm for 6 minutes. Set the third alarm for 10 minutes. The fourth one for 20 minutes, and then the fifth one for 20 minutes. So I did that. I did exactly that, and um, I set these alarms. Um, and after the third alarm went off, I think I got too tired to wake up again. So I slept through the 20-minute alarm. I slept through the last two alarms. So this is my dream that led up to my lucid dream. Okay, this is what happened. So my dream, I got it written down, so I'm reading it all to you. My dream started off like this. I was in a cul-de-sac, and I was searching through people's mailboxes, and I was trying to steal their mail because in my dream I thought I could find somebody's check, right? And just like go cash in the check. Like, how can you cash in somebody's check if it has a name on it? Anyways, that's what my dream was about. So as I'm looking through these mailboxes, I look to my left and I see like the landscape changed, but I didn't notice. Like, I didn't realize I was dreaming. The landscape changed, and I was on the highway. And I was watching one of my friends, like an old friend. We don't speak anymore, but like an old friend of mine. He was playing in the middle of the street, and I seen him get hit by a car. And as soon as I saw him get hit by a car, my dream changed, and apparently I was floating above like a city, like a very large city. I was floating above a city, but this city was completely empty. Like no cars, no people, no traffic lights. It was like just a city with buildings, but it was like completely empty. And then I noticed that I was like hundreds of feet in the air. I was like, hold on. I was like, is this a dream? I said, this is the dream. And then I immediately started getting excited, but I immediately stopped myself as well. I said, no, 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 I can't get excited. If I get too excited, I'm gonna wake up. So I decided, okay, what do I want to do? I didn't know what to do. Like, so I said I want to go somewhere, but I didn't have a specific place in mind. So when I said I wanted to go somewhere, I just ended up at this park. And I'm at this park, right? And it was around the time that Black Ops 1 was going to come out. I believe it was Black Ops 1 because it was Black Ops 1 because I remember the specific details. So Black Ops 1, and um oh, sorry, kind of tired. It was Black Ops 1. So I'm at this park, and there's these kids playing at the park, and I said I want to create something. So I said I'm kind of hungry. I want an ice cream sundae. So I made an ice cream. I made a banana split like a banana split in this very large bowl, and but I didn't even eat none of it. And then I was like, hold on, if this is true, I want to see what it's like to get on the internet from a dream. So I said so I was like, I want to make a laptop. So I made a laptop appear right in front of me, and then I got on Google from this laptop. I kid you not, I got on actual Google and I typed in Call of Duty Black Ops 1, and it popped up with search results. But like the words, like all the words was like how can I put it? They were like distorted. Like I couldn't exactly read what was on the screen. All I could see was Black Ops 1, but I couldn't see the words or the details or any like leaked footage, or I couldn't see any of that. Everything else was like distorted. So and then after that happened, I guess my subconscious realized that I'm like, okay, he's doing too much stuff. He's creating too many things. It's time for this to shut it down. So it was like this. It's like black flashlight. It was like a think of a flashlight if it was like black. It was like a flash of black light, and then I ended up in like this park, this like T-Rex park. I was no longer aware of my dream at this point. I think my subconscious took over at this point. I was no longer aware of what was going on around me. So I'm at this park and I see this giant T-Rex appear in front of me, and it roared. And when it roared, it woke me up out my sleep. When it woke me up, I didn't wake up in sleep paralysis though. That's what I read about. I read that you wake up in sleep paralysis if you get too excited or get scared in a dream. But when I woke up, I wasn't in sleep paralysis. Maybe it was because when I woke up, like right before I woke up, I was no longer lucid dreaming. So when I woke up, I just woke up regularly. But man, so that's my very first lucid dream experience. It happened to me like after like 2 hours of research, and at first I was skeptical, but then after like the first 30 minutes just doing research and started reading about other people's experiences, I started to believe it was true. And I guess me believing that it was true and doing all this research and actually trying out a technique, I was able to successfully do it my first time. Maybe I'm thinking the reason why I successfully did it the first time was because of grace from God. Maybe God was he allowed me to experience it the first time so so that I would be able to continue to pursue it. Because when I was younger, I had this mentality that if I wasn't able to do it in the first couple times, that I would just give up. But now it's like if I don't get it the first couple times, let me just keep trying and trying and trying and trying again. Like that's rejection. I've only actually succeeded. I've only actually succeeded as rejection 2.5 times, and I've been studying it for 5 years. I've been studying lucid dream for 7 years, and it happens so frequently that whenever I do create something within my dream, I don't have that subconscious battle anymore. Like I can go into a lucid dream, and my subconscious won't fight me. But at the same time, I know my subconscious. When I do lucid dream or I do know I'm aware of my dream, I don't change anything because my subconscious mind is a very, very great storyteller. Like the only thing I'm actually interested in doing with a lucid dream, honestly, is flying and telekinesis. That's the only two things I've ever enjoyed doing, and like creating a few things. That's the only two things I've ever really enjoyed doing with a lucid dream. But now I just now I just pay attention to what my subconscious is showing me because they're the best. Your subconscious mind is the best storyteller. I lie to you not. Like, like if you can ever lucid dream, you don't create anything, but you're fully aware of the choices that you make and the things that you say. Your subconscious mind is the very best. It's the best storyteller. Like, think of the best storyteller you know, and then multiply that by a couple thousand. That's how great your subconscious mind is at telling stories, bro. So next time you lucid dream and you're fully consciously aware, don't change anything. Just go with the flow. And I promise you'll have a great experience, even better than actually changing things around. So that was my very first lucid dream experience, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Meditating Monkey here. I'm out.